Hello everyone, welcome back. Today, we're taking a look at a blast from the past, the Kodak Easyshare C310. This little digital camera was quite popular back in its day, and while it's definitely showing its age, it might still have some charm for certain users. The C310 boasts a 4.0 megapixel CCD sensor. In today's world of smartphone cameras with 12, 50, or even 100 plus megapixels, 4.0 might sound incredibly low. However, it's important to remember the context. Back when this camera was released, 4.0 megapixels was enough to produce decent 10x 15-inch prints. So, if you're not planning on blowing up your photos to poster size, it might still be adequate for basic snapshots. The camera features a fixed 35mm equivalent lens. This means there's no optical zoom, which is a definite drawback compared to modern cameras. You're stuck with that one focal length, so you'll need to physically move closer to your subject if you want a tighter shot. The C310 has a small 1.6-inch LCD screen. It's tiny by today's standards, and it can be difficult to see in bright sunlight. Don't expect to be reviewing your photos in great detail on this screen. It's really just there for basic framing and quick checks. One interesting feature is the inclusion of 3 color modes: color, sepia, and black and white. While these are basic filters, they can add a bit of creative flair to your photos without needing to edit them on a computer. The camera is compatible with the Kodak Series 3 printer dock, which was a popular accessory at the time. If you happen to have one of these docks lying around, it could be a convenient way to print your photos directly from the camera. Powering the C310 are AA batteries. This can be both a pro and a con. On the one hand, AA batteries are readily available and relatively inexpensive. On the other hand, they're not rechargeable, so you'll need to keep a supply on hand or invest in rechargeable AAs. For storage, the camera uses SD memory cards and has 16 megabytes of internal memory. The internal memory is barely enough to store a few photos, so you'll definitely want to invest in an SD card. So, who is the Kodak Easyshare C310 for in today's world? It's definitely not for anyone looking for cutting-edge image quality or advanced features. However, it could be a fun and inexpensive option for kids, or for anyone who wants a simple, no-frills camera for casual snapshots. It could also be a good option for someone who enjoys the retro aesthetic of older digital cameras. The image quality is acceptable for basic prints and online sharing, but don't expect it to compete with modern smartphones or digital cameras. The lack of optical zoom is a limitation, and the small LCD screen can be difficult to use. However, the camera is simple to operate, and the AA battery power makes it convenient to use. Ultimately, the Kodak Easyshare C310 is a relic of the past. It's not a great camera by today's standards, but it might still have some appeal for certain users who appreciate its simplicity and retro charm. If you're looking for a cheap and cheerful camera for basic snapshots, it could be worth considering, but be aware of its limitations.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.